3, 2, 1, go.
At 150 and 200, but it's a little different bag than these athletes are used to.
And we have used sandbags before the Ross games, but not like this. As we take a look at the lane assignments here, we keep an eye on both Travis Mayer and Chandler Smith, two athletes who got off to a slow start.
A very slow start, and that's not what we were expecting with these two athletes coming into the weekend. You think about Chandler Smith, who's sitting in 28th overall. Over there in lane at number 6. He's just 2 spots out of a cut line. Now Chandler has full capacity at an event like this. I think he can do very well because it's more of a grunt style event. But Travis Mayer had a great open quarterfinals and semis. We thought he had a new life for Travis Mayer. We have yet to see it after day 1.
Well, that grunt work will take place on that sandbag, and for more on that, here's Mike Arsenault.
Thank you very much, Sean. This is the heaviest weight of a sandbag ever used in a CrossFit competition. 200 pounds or 91 kilograms. That was pretty much my weight in the middle of the pandemic. So this is going to be like clutching one plate to your chest throughout this sandbag carry. The difficulty for the athletes, they're going to come off the ski or breathing heavily and then having 200 pounds weighing down on their chest will prove very difficult as you move through the 4 rounds of event number 5.
Thank you, Mike. Mike was felt. Lots of that bandana weight.
Now it looks like the women's sandbag.
Stand by.
Heat 1 of 2. Passing up the game with 4 rope lines, 20 feet on a rope. That will count as 4 reps on the scoreboard. The ski will also count as 1 rep, as will the sandbag carry. 6 reps per round and 24 reps. Total. And the opening event, day number 2 for the individual service, Travis Mayer, who's through 2 with his 4 rope line.
20 feet of a rope line. Most athletes are used to 15. And it's rare that you have an affiliate that actually has someone who's high enough for a 15-foot rope line, let alone a 20-foot rope line. So we say this is a classic triplet that you can see in the CrossFit affiliate at the games. It expands up just a little bit. The rope line being one of those.
Chandler Smith getting to work on his ski. Smith coming in with 156 points. 188 overall on the right side of the cut line.
He is, but we have 4 events to get to this point, so it's not like he hasn't been tested enough to kind of get him to be a little worried. Now, I'll say this, day 1 was not good programming for Chandler Smith. It was great programming overall. We went super long early in the morning. Then he came back here in the North Park. We did a lot of on-object heavyweight high-skill gymnastics that was sprinted, and then we went hardcore heavy with a little open twist. Now this is a classic CrossFit shared triplet. I'm a sucker for some classic CrossFit. You got gymnastics with the rope climbs. You have this monostructure with the skier, and then you have the heavy on-object weightlifting. You're touching all the bases this morning in a classic time frame of 12 to 15 minutes. And as we said, is that CrossFit Games answered up a little bit more of the 20-foot climbs, a stone that most athletes have probably never used before. So I really love this as being the first event of day number 2.
The ski will count as 5 reps, so 1 rep per 100 meters. So 40 reps per 10 reps per rep. Royce Dunn is your leader. As we think of Zach Watts, batting qualifiers in the Mid-Atlantic CrossFit Challenge. Had a 300-pound snatch in competition there.
And great first day.
There's the mat. The sandbag is next. And it is designed to look like the famous Wichita stone in Iceland. And Travis Mayer makes quick work of that. Chandler Smith is right behind him. Cole Sager is on the sandbag as well. And Luka Jukic just dropped it. Royce Dunn. They have all those men making their way back to start round number 2. 4 rope lines of about 500 meters on the skier. Travis Mayer is your leader. His best finish so far in the competition was in the opening event when he took 10th in event 1. Since then, he's been no higher than 17th in an event, and in event 4, 22nd.
And has all the skills capable of being well above where he currently is in 22nd place. Cole Sager as well on the left side of Travis Mayer. What I just noticed on that same pace setter because your other two movements are the harder ones. Well, guess what? The stone isn't the hard part at all. We talked to Allison's guys on the demo team. She's like, stone's basically irrelevant in this race. So what does that mean? The one piece that you normally get to rest on, the ski, has now become a major focal point of the event. And a lot of athletes might not be used to having to push the pace here as they do in other implements in a triplet.
Travis Baer trying to hold off Cole Sager. Cole Sager right behind him, and the two of them are back for their second round of 500 meters on the skier. And for more on Sager, down by Arsenal.
Guys, Cole Sager on the precipice of being in the first team to begin day 2 of the individual competition. He actually has a 200-pound sandbag in his gym, so he's familiar with this weight. It is cut day, as you mentioned, so Cole will not be paying attention to the leaderboard, but members of his team will. So as we move throughout the day, he will have team members letting him know which guys are a few points behind and a few points ahead to ensure himself a spot in the top 30 and a place in the weekend.
I really like when athletes do that. I know some don't look at the leaderboard, they don't care where they are. That never really made sense to me because they're like, oh, if I give my best effort, then that's the best I can do. It's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's like, am I going to run faster by myself in my own tunnel, or am I going to run faster with 6 people around me trying to beat me for points? I mean, it's clearly not option number 2. So I like Cole, who's paying attention to the field. He doesn't maybe need to be on his phone and look at the leaderboard. But he's getting coached up where he is on the leaderboard.
Travis Baer makes his leading first man off the ski. He closes out round number 2 off the 200-pound sandbag. No problem with that. Things are rocking 42 feet. Chandler Smith sits in second. Royce Dunn is in third, and it's Cole Sager right now in fourth. As those 3 other individuals making their way back to the sandbag. Dunn, big quick work of that. Sager has that back down. And Luther Jukic just dropped his in. Brandon London deposited his sandbag off the field, and Travis Baer is back for round 3. 4 more road flags. 10 reps and every round, 40 reps total. First of 2 rounds here to bed 5 of 15 for the individuals. Here in the 2021 Noble Project Games, Travis Baer has led early. He has maintained that. Chandler Smith has stayed out of his heels, though. Smith needs to start moving himself up the leaderboard. He really wants to be safe with the constantly moving later this evening.
In this event, I know we said we had 3 different modalities between gymnastics, weightlifting, and monostructural. But what we also have is a lot of redundancy. And with that redundancy, that just means the same movement pattern, all the action. An upper body pull with the rope, an upper body pull with the ski, but you're going the opposite direction. And then holding that Lucifel bag or that sandbag in that bear hug position, your arms, biceps, and grip never get a break the entire event. So that's one of those little twists that we see. Is like, yes, we have 3 different modalities in this event. However, what we're using is the same muscle group in 3 different ways.
Cole Sager and Travis Baer, 2 of the men on that lead pace. Sager made his 8th consecutive games appearance. His best finish was 5th. Zach Watts is down in lane 19, and he has moved into the top 5 here. And now sits behind Royce Dunn and Travis Baer. That's all the men on the top of your screen listed our scoring at. Basically on the same pace here.
And you're going to see your bigger, stronger guys have an opportunity to do well in this event. I'm not going to say they're going to be good just because they're taller or stronger, but look, rope climbs with height matter. If you have a longer pull, you're going to do less. If you're big and strong on the ski, it makes it a lot more easy to manage a nice steady pace. And obviously, weight moves weight. You pick up a sandbag of 200 pounds and you weigh 15, 20 pounds more than that. So it sets you up well, but you still have to perform and have the fitness to utilize the opportunity these taller athletes are getting in this event.
29 reps is what they need to hit in order to go back to the sandbag for the 3rd time. Sager and Baer both on their final 100 meters on this ski. Sager was a gyre to wrap up. Royce Dunn is off first, Travis Baer is off second.
One of the strongest athletes make you pause for a little bit, but it's always, if the classic is, these athletes make it look easier than it actually is.
Sean Sweeney needs to hurry up if he's going to want to give it inside the time gap. Sweeney 29th overall. He could be heading the wrong way in the overall standings.
So we have 9 events to get to our 30. This 5th event being that middle portion of Tipping. Plenty of time left to go.
Royce Dunn putting that power to work. 12:01.53 seconds. Cole Sager is 17 seconds behind him. Travis Merrill finished third, and Tools Ubeeks, who won that race with Chandler Smith. And Sean Sweeney is going to finish this event. Clock be damned, not coming across the finish line.
Probably save my energy for the next 4 events. Trying to make the top 30, but got a big crowd in there. That's a little, I was saying, tip of the cap to the old Rob Orlando days back in the tennis stadium, 2011. Travis Mayer came out to an early lead, and that's pretty typical for Travis Mayer. He's got a very good engine, and he likes to rev it up pretty early in events. After that first round, he was first overall, but we've got 4 total. In event number 5 is Cole Sager about the halfway point, kind of near about even. But by the end of this event, it was Royce Dunn. But a nice strong pull on the ski. Nice big pulls on the rope. No problem with the sandbag. Giving him the time to beat.
Last round.
This is something we are not used to seeing.
Wow.
It is close at the top. Just 15 points separate Brent Fakowski from Bjorn Carl Gudmundsson. My brain is having problems processing this.
Well, look at all the diversity here on the left side of the athletes and the flags that we have in the top 10. This is something we haven't seen before in 15 years in the CrossFit Games.
Event number 5. Classic CrossFit triple. You can do it in your gym, but you got to make it tougher than that, so we amp it up for the CrossFit game.
We amp it up and we change things a little bit. That sandbag here is a Husafell stone. Here's the 3 things they use. It was basically Icelandic test of strength, old Festivus, if you will, of the Icelandics. But if you can get it to your knees, you were called lazy bones. If you can get it to your waist, you were half strong, but you can pick it up along the way and walk around a sheep spin, full strong.
You sandbag bottle off that famous Husafell stone. There are a full field of athletes. There's a full field of athletes down there. The overall leader will be right in the middle of the field. It's Brent Fakowski, who is on top of the overall leaderboard. He had a great day 1.
He had a full, strong day 1. Never talking in Husafell terms. And this is a guy, when you look at this event, screams Brent Fakowski. Tall rope climbs, skier, on objects. This is the best event you can give him to start day number 2. Justin McDerrells brought the house down at the end of day number 1. The lone American sitting in podium contention at the moment.
Stand by.
Second and final heat of event 5 is underway. Royce Dunn has the time to beat. 12:01.53 seconds. There are 10 short reps per round. The rope will be 4. The ski will be 5, and the carry is 1.
This is really all about the rope climb. 16 20-foot rope climbs. And watch Brent Fakowski's technique. He won't even jump, but he wraps his feet and then he pulls his heels immediately underneath his hips to help anchor his feet and turn what he said is a big pulling movement into a leg-driven movement. So he's going to be able to save